transit van that you have converted yourself?
Yes.
Wow, you did a nice job.
Thank you.
Do you have a background in carpentry and?
That's always been a hobby, but I have done some construction work.
Uh-huh. And so you must be retired.
I am retired. I'm 71 years old. I retired at 64.
And are you full-timing or just out taking trips?
No, I just take a trip for weeks or months, and then I have a home base I go back to.
And where's your home base?
It's in Caldwell, Texas.
And weather probably not too bad there now, this in the winter.
Well, no, it's for the winter. It's not too bad, but it's down in the 40s and 50s.
Right.
When I left.
So it's still nice to be traveling and moving around as much as you want.
Oh yes, I love to travel around and see the sights.
So tell us about your van. What year is it? And
it's a 2017, and it's a 250 Ford Transit, and I've got two 265 watt panels, solar panels on the roof, which are grape solar, and they're not intended for van tops, but they work great. They're poly, and I have a 45 TriStar controller, and I have a 2000 watt with a 2000 surge Harbor Freight inverter, and I've got 4 wet cell golf cart batteries in the back, and they are vented out the side.
And have you had good luck with the Transit? Is a pretty new van. Have you had pretty good luck with it so far?
It blew a seal at 1,200 miles.
Wow. And did you get that taken care of pretty easily?
No. After contacting 8 Ford dealers, not a one of them could help me.
Really?
Yes, I had to drive it back to Caldwell from Washington State.
To get it fixed?
Right. They didn't even have the oil to put in the rear end.
Oh, wow. So that's the risk of buying a brand new model is parts and pieces and service
I
is not.
thought if I got a brand new model, then I wouldn't have any trouble, and that's what happened.
Yeah, just kind of the opposite.
Yes.
Kind of created problems. Of course, you get a vehicle, you got to have problems.
Yeah.
You just buy a new one, so you will have very few.
I have talked to the other transit people out here, and they haven't had these problems. So it's just my luck, I guess.
Just luck. Sometimes it's just pure luck. Okay, well, I'm really impressed with the amazing job you've done of conversion. Would you mind showing us around?
No, go right ahead.
Let's go right ahead and go in. So, James, your woodwork is gorgeous.
Well, I've done all kinds of carpentry as far as projects. And all this, the ceiling and the paneling and all this is cedar pickets. I plane them down, put a little shellac on them, and there you go.
Were they used or you just went and bought?
They're brand new.
Brand new.
I built cedar chests out of them. I've built window seats out of them. I've done everything. The counter on the sink is cedar pickets.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous piece of wood.
So I love to work with cedar.
It lasts forever, smells good, and just everything about it is good.
Now the paneling that's on the other spots of the wall was my original build out because I had it all on the ceilings and I tore it off.
And that's Luann?
Yes.
Which is, cheap, easy to work with, and very pretty.
Yeah. And this, all the fronts on this were cabinet grade plywood.
And looks like mainly you're cooking through your induction, which is magnetic.
I have a little bitty coffee pot, an induction, and
microwave.
And I have a 800 watt or 8 BTU air conditioner. And there's a boat hatch on the outside of the van.
Uh-huh.
And you lower that and this whole air conditioner slides out.
Oh, uh-huh.
So it's just in this condition when you're traveling. And I have a domestic. And it's the biggest one they sell.
Oh, is it a fridge freezer?
Yeah, well, it can be all freezer or all fridge or vice versa.
But it has to be one or the other.
No.
No, it can be, one can be a fridge, one can be a freezer.
Yeah, either one.
That is nice. I really have always really liked
this
those.
This thing has been fantastic. It holds 6 jugs of tea.
Yeah, it's huge. That's a gigantic.
Yes. And it makes a great seat.
And the Dometic, these are surprisingly low draw.
Yeah, I have no problems running it. The bed is started out as a 4x8 piece of plywood, and I cut it to 6 feet. And it's sitting on some 2x4 runners. It's not bolted in, and it's attached to this front.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a full twin bed mattress on it. I'm 6'1". I have no problem sleeping there.
That is one of the real nice things about the Transit is the height and the width.
Now these are, I make these boxes, and that is actually a beer case.
Really?
And I took the plywood that I salvaged out of the last build and glued it to it with Elmer's white glue.
Uh-huh. So it's very lightweight and very strong.
Yes, and
a real handy size.
they can't fly out of there. You have to tip them to get them out.
Nice. Nice organization.
And then this is made out of cedar also. And it is a storage bin. And I carry extra water and dog food and that kind of stuff in it.
And you carry a dog.
Yes, and I have a dog.
What's life without a dog?
Her name is Dinky. And the windows, I bought it without windows.
Oh.
Those are R-Pod windows back there.
Uh-huh.
And this I got out of a salvage company in Washington State. They tear old trailers down and salvage all the stuff out of it. And that is a fire alarm, and it also tells you if you have a lack of oxygen.
Okay. And you have a sink, I see.
Yes, and that is a salad bowl.
With a drain.
And I put a drain in it. And
what's just a faucet over it?
Just a faucet. And I also have a pump that's down in here.
Just a standard RV pump.
And you notice that the plumbing does not take up a whole lot of room.
No.
So I still have plenty of storage.
Almost none.
Yes. That was the best thing. I found that at Walmart. Tanks are right here.
Oh yeah, just two Reliance 7-gallon jugs.
Yep.
Perfect. One's gray, one's fresh.
One's gray and one's fresh.
Perfect. Easy, cheap, white, light, indestructible.
And the microwave is mounted onto the shelf. All these shelves lift up. So all I have to do is unplug it, lift it up. I can take it out and carry it in the house.
Wow, really clever idea.
So I don't have to have 2 microwaves.
Yeah, really clever idea.
And then this is just simply storage.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have storage.
Yeah, and all these shelves are removable. So I can, if I needed a different size, I just adjust it.
Very, very, very nice. Really well thought out.
Yeah, the first go around it wasn't.
Well, you're not alone in that. Let me, I see you have a swivel front seat. Was that a factory option?
No, Ford does not offer a swivel seat, so we purchased that off of Amazon.
Okay, so the swivel base, and that was fairly easy to mount?
Yeah, it mounted in the same holes that the chair did. So all you had to do is unbolt the seat and bolt that to there and bolt the seat back on. That's it.
And I see you're using a bucket. Just a standard old...
Yes, it's because I really haven't been anywhere and really found a porta toilet that I'd like.
You know, I'm a fan of the bucket, and I think...
And it works out just fine.
It does. It does work out just fine. And what are you doing for a shower?
Well, I either have to stop at a truck stop or occasionally maybe rent a space in an RV park or something like that. And in between, I just simply use a wash rag and some alcohol.
Sure, that works fine.
And I have no problems.
Now that's some good organization and storage there.
Yes, and if you need something more stored, you get another box.
And do you mount that on your hitch wall?
No, that was for the generator.
Oh, I see.
But if I'm like in town and I buy stuff, a lot of times I just put it in that and stick it in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a little Ryobi generator and some extra gas. Oh, and I didn't mention that it's got the power supply is one just like you'd find in your average trailer that has fuses and the spade fuses and a battery charger on it.
Very nice. Very, very well organized. Easy to get hold of. Very, very nice.
This is where the air conditioner slides out.
How interesting. What a clever idea. This is one I've never seen before.
Nope, you don't find.
Yeah.
This is an original idea here.
I love seeing original ideas. And it looks like it's bolted in. No, I guess these are just flaps.
Yeah, they're just flaps.
So
those are garage door flaps for the bottom of a garage door.
Right. And you must have something it sits on. It doesn't
No, I don't need anything to sit on. It's on sliders.
Oh, it's on a slider. What a great idea.
Yeah, it's just like a drawer pulling out.
Sure. Sliders are common. You know, every hardware store sells a slider.
Yeah.
And they're not all that heavy, are they?
No, they're the heaviest duty ones, but they're not more than about an inch and a half.
That is a brilliant idea there.
And then we just put this boat hatch on it.
Right.
Which has a rubber seal, so it cuts out all the air.
Brilliant idea. Really, really good idea. And the windows look great.
Yeah, those were just we ordered them off Amazon, and they're made for that little R-pod.
Yeah, and they open, which is a huge plus. Oh yeah.
But
really nice.
Plenty enough air, and then these, if it's blowing on you, you just prop that up and it'll blow over you.
Well, James, thanks so much for showing us your rig. Wow, you've just done a fantastic job. I think it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Something to be really proud of. Well, thanks everyone for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it and you're inspired by James and his journey. You know, 71 isn't old. It's just time to really enjoy life.
No, I plan to be around the 90s.
Yeah, that's the plan. And this good Ford Transit will hopefully last you that whole time. Okay, folks, thanks much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later.